Hey everyone, I'm glad you can join me today for my current favorite makeup topic. I don't know why, but right now I am addicted to bronzers. I'm addicted to the way they smell. I'm loving putting them on. I can't wait to put them on my face every time I put on my makeup. It's my favorite step in my makeup process. I'm just really into bronzers right now, and I have a whole stack of my absolute favorites here to show you guys. I had a viewer request, what are your favorite bronzers? So I thought I would go through these, and these are all pale girl friendly. There are some of them that are going to be, of course, useful with any skin tone, but we're concentrating more on the pale girl stuff. So let's start on favorite bronzers. I recently discovered this one from Dior. This is called the Diorskin Mineral Nude Bronze. The shade I have is number 02. Now I had number 01. At number 01 was even too light for me. I have never in my life seen a bronzer that was as light as the number 1. This one is such a pretty peach. It's very peachy and it does have a little bit of sheen. Now the thing about my bronzers is I love a little bit of shine. I'm going to swatch all of these. I love a little bit of shine. I don't like a real flat matte bronzer, which is why I have a problem with the Too Faced Milk Chocolate Soleil. I'll tell you about that later. But this is the Dior in the number 2 right there where it's shining on my skin. This bronzer does have a scent. It is a very perfumey, light Dior perfumey smell. It's so pretty, and of course it buffs in gorgeously. Now here's a bronzer that looks a little different than some of the other ones. Some bronzers have sort of a greenish almost cast to them, and to me that turns out really good on my skin. I think it's because I almost have a neutral skin tone, but I almost have a little bit of an olive in my skin. So these sort of look, this kind of green sort of picks that up. This is one of them. This one has got sort of that greenish look to it, or a very bronze look to it. This one's from Mac. It is a Studio Sculpt Defining Bronzing Powder, and it's called Delicates. Now this was a limited edition. It was either last summer or the summer before, I don't remember which. It is a very shiny bronzer, and it's no longer available, I'm sure. But it's got that weird green tone that I'm telling you about. I'm telling you, some of these come out kind of greenish on the skin. And when I will wear those in particular is when I'm doing something very brown, or maybe with a little bit of green in it on my eyes. I will use one of these sort of bronzers, and that's it right there. But I like that one a lot for my green days. Hourglass Nude Bronze Light. This is an ambient lighting bronzer. This one is you get a ton of product in this one, just a big pillow of bronzer. This one I have a little trouble with because I have to build it quite a bit. There's quite a bit of this sort of peachy marbling in there. That means I have to sort of really build this up. Now, if you are super pale, this is a good one for you because this one is so light. There it is right there. So very light that will suit even the palest skin tones. That is quite a bit of buildup there to get it even that deep. And of course Hourglass products are going to buff onto the skin just fantastically. This one doesn't have a scent, and this one is not really shiny. It's not a super complete matte, but it does definitely not have any real shine in it. Even though it is an ambient product, it doesn't really have any shine to it. Here's another one of those that is kind of greenish. I use this one a lot. In fact, this is sort of a reformulation or a re-release of one that I had previous to it. This is the L'Oreal True Match Lumi Bronze It. I use this one a lot. It's another one of those sort of greenish ones. This one is number 01 Light Clair. You get a ton of product with this, so you could bronze your whole body with that. It is very shiny, and I love that. I love the shine to it. I'm going to show you this, and I'll show you the previous product to this. See, it is quite brownish green. So it's browner than the one next to it, which is that MAC one. This one, can you see that shine right there? This one really has some shine to it. I love that about it. It is very satiny feeling when you touch it, and when you put your brush in it, it has a very satin feel because of all the shininess in it. So this is the previous one to it. This is the L'Oreal Glam Bronze in number 01 Light Pale. See, I used that one quite a bit too. So those are very similar. I've noticed the color is a little different between the two of them. Let's see, the Glam Bronze They had it out for a while, then they re-released it. It went out of stock. It was a limited edition. Wow. No, the Glam Bronze is a little deeper. That's what it is. The Glam Bronze looks a little deeper on the skin. So I'm going to put that one back in my drawer, and I'm going to use both of those, huh? Okay, a super all-time favorite for so many people. This was a limited edition. They re-released it. This one is good for all skin tones. This one's not just good for pale girls, but this is my deepest bronzer in my collection. This is the Marc Jacobs Omega Bronze in number 104 Tantastic Coconut Perfect Tan Limited Edition. So this one has that fantastic smell that you know about. It is huge. This is another one that is meant to bronze your body. You could get a great big brush and go in there and bronze parts of your body if you really wanted to do that. Of course, there's the smell. We love the smell. I like a beachy smelling bronzer, I have to say. And this one is quite different. It's really kind of darker than most of my other ones. And there it is right there. Now that I'm looking at it on, it's not that much darker. It's kind of in that same peach range that all of these are. Maybe this one's a lot darker. It has a faint luminousness to it. I won't say a shine like, say, the Glam Bronzes. Those are really shiny, and that MAC one was really shiny. It's just got a little, like a healthy skin glow to it. This is a beautiful bronzer. This is something that anybody can use regardless of color. Okay, my absolute current favorite is the IT Cosmetics Bye Bye Pores Bronzer, and the color is called Beach. I didn't realize it had a color name, but it's called Beach. So I'm loving this one right now just because of that Bye Bye Pores situation that it has going on. You just put this on and it just sort of floats over your pores, over your lines, whatever, buffs into the skin so beautifully, so beautifully. This one has a beachy smell. It is very faint though. There are some little tiny glitter particles in there. That's what it looks like. This one, I guess I would say this one has that greenish undertone as well. But it's so soft. I mean, it's significantly softer than any of these other ones that I've tried on here today. It's so soft, but just go lightly with it and you'll love it. You're gonna love that one if you try it. So this is a new bronzer I got today. I saw these online. I had never noticed them before. And they looked so pretty online. I had to run up and grab one. They're from Sephora. They're just the Sephora brand. This is the Bronzing Face Powder. Look at that beautiful packaging. I got a darker color. So these go from light, medium, deep in color. There's a range of them. I got the number 4, which is called Fiji, and it is a medium tone. I just liked the glisteningness of this one. This one's very glistening. It's another one of those sheeny ones that I love so much, and it's got that greenish undertone that I like, and I have it on today. I'll show you how that buffed on. That one is looking like it's actually my deepest one right there. It has a glow to it. Can you see the glow? Has a little bit of a golden glow to it. I think it's really pretty. There is one deeper color than this. It is also that shimmer, and I kind of want to try it even though it's deeper than this. I don't think that this one is too deep. I think I put it on pretty heavy right there. But I don't think this one's too deep for my skin. I think it went on really nicely today. So here's how it buffed on. I started out buffing it onto my cheeks. This one is not, this one has some good pigment in it. It's not bad for a Sephora brand, for a brand like that. It just buffs in. It's not giving me that orangeliness, and it's not too overly shiny. I think it's just right. I really like it, and I might just pick up the deep one just because it's shiny and shimmery, and I like a shimmery sort of bronzer. Now here are 2 other bronzers that I have that I kind of have some issues with. One of them is the Too Faced Milk Chocolate Soleil Light Medium Matte Bronzer. So the Milk Chocolate Soleil, and I have a deluxe sample of it right here. The Milk Chocolate Soleil, it looks in the pan like it would be just ideal for a light-skinned girl's bronzer. Look at that. The problem I have with this one is that it is super matte. It is super matte, 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 and it just kind of makes my skin look kind of dull. Where I put it on, I put it right on this bone over here. Right there is where it is. And it's just so matte that it looks funny on my skin. So it is so super matte. I just don't like it. I like a bronzer with a little bit of, you know, a sun-kissed looking shine. I don't know, I just do. The other bronzer I have a little problem with is the butter bronzer from Physicians Formula. And I keep this one so I can sit here and smell it all day because it smells so good. The butter bronzer is enormously popular with Physicians Formula. The only problem I have with it, and the shade is beautiful on me. It's so light. It's so beautiful, but the problem I have with it is I have to build it and build it and build it to get anything out of it. Build, build, build. It just will not build. It's like it is not very pigmented. It's like it's got a lot of filler in it or something. And I have to just keep heaping it on in order to see it. That's my only problem with this butter bronzer. I wish it had a little more pigment to it. The color I have is just called bronzer. So this is not the light bronzer. There is a light bronzer, there's a bronzer, and then there are 2 more shades after that. Maybe if I tried the next shade deeper, then I would get enough pigment in it that I would like how it looked on, or where I would spend less time heaping it on, let's just say. So maybe I will try that out and tell you guys about it. I'm still on the hunt for that Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer collection. There's a whole collection. It's in a palette. It's called the Butter Palette. I'm still looking for that. It has not hit our Walmart stores yet around here, and I've been looking left and right, and of course I have also been looking, you know, stalking it online. It's apparently only available through Walmart or at Walmart, so I've been going to Walmarts and I haven't been finding it, so can't wait to find that. So thanks for watching, you guys. I hope you like some of the same bronzers, or I hope maybe you can try some new favorites here.